Hey, 10th grade design, this is Ms. Stapp. I just wanted to answer a question that I've gotten from a few students, so I thought I'd make a video because if some of you are wondering, probably many of you are wondering. If we take a look back at the original assignment, you will recall that we had this 11 more fully planned podcasts with the creation of one sample podcast for NPR. That was the idea. And I did amend just recently this 7 to 15 minutes, especially if you want to do the New York Times challenge. That's got to be under 5 minutes. So go ahead if you feel like submitting something because you've worked pretty hard already on that podcast. But you want to edit it down to under 5 minutes, that is fine with me. I will accept that submission. Some of you are also, as we've been going along, I've noticed are creating really long podcasts, like you're looking at an hour-long podcast. And I'd like you to know that is okay as well. It does not have to be an hour, but if that is your aspiration and you've already put some work into that hour-long podcast, please just go forward and you can submit that. That will be acceptable to me. Um, so the idea of having 11 more planned podcasts is that you have enough substance in your podcast idea to ensure that it could go on regularly. So that's why I set this assignment up like this. You're going to not be doing 12 full podcasts, but you're going to show me that you have plans for more podcasts. And those plans will include things like maybe the guests and the topics. You're probably going to be using the same format and framework as you go along. So you can just say, this is the framework, and these are the different things that, different topics and things that are going to happen on the following 11 subsequent episodes. So that's all you need to do for those. At this point in the assignment, you're still just working on that original one sample podcast. So don't worry about plans going forward, even though that is kind of in your outline that you've been creating for me. So you're doing a great job, and I can't wait to listen to some of your podcast parts that you've been putting together and reading your digital process journal and see how everything's going. I'll talk to you later, class.